Ms. Ashley, you recognize this document.
Okay, with that, okay. We're back on the record in cause number 325178, the state of Texas versus Albert Earl Garcia Jr. Now, Mr. Garcia, previously you took the oath, you pled guilty to this offense. We asked whether or not you recognize state's exhibit number 1, which is the misdemeanor plea admonishment. You acknowledged that that was your signature on page 3 at the top of that document. And on page 2, you acknowledged that those were your initials. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Now, on the next document, which is the trial court certification of defendant's right of appeal, you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
And at the bottom of this document, is that your signature?
Yes, sir.
And at the top of this document, there's one box that's checked, and this box states that this is a plea bargain case and you have no right of appeal. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Now, just let me go back to state's exhibit number 1 on page 3 of this document. That's your signature.
Yes, sir.
And on page 2 of this document, are these your initials?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, I also have another document before me. This document is titled the Discovery Certification. Do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
And is that your signature above the line that says defendant?
Yes, sir.
Now, prior to signing and initialing these documents, did your attorney, Mr. Paget, who's standing here with you, did he go over these documents with you?
Yes, sir.
And did you read and understand everything in these documents?
Yes, sir.
And is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
State, I have before me state's exhibit number 1. State, you like to offer state's 1?
Yes, Your Honor.
No objections, Your Honor.
Okay. No objections. State's exhibit number 1 will be admitted. Mr. Paget, you have advised and counseled Mr. Garcia. Is there any evidence that he is currently mentally incompetent to stand trial?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Garcia, your attorney, Mr. Paget, has advised and counseled you. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir.
Has he provided full, effective, and competent legal representation?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Garcia, I will accept your plea of guilty. I will find that you are mentally competent to stand trial. I will also find that your plea of guilty and waivers were freely and voluntarily given. I will also find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. State, do we have a plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
What is that agreement?
The state is offering 180 days probated over 18 months. $750 fine plus court costs, 80 hours of community service, DWI standard plus interlock.
Okay. Mr. Garcia, the state is offering that you serve 180 days in the Jefferson County Jail. However, you will not have to serve any time in jail because you will be placed on probation for 18 months. And during this 18-month probationary period, you'll be required to pay a fine of $750. You will also be required to pay court costs, and the court costs plus the fine comes to a total of $1,202. You'll also be required to pay $60 each month for your probation fee, a $15 fee for your analysis. And you will also be required to pay the DWI education class and initial evaluation fee of $120 on the day of the plea. And if there is additional evaluation or further evaluation needed, you will be required to pay $50. Now, this will come to a total per month. They're going to divide it up into monthly installments. It will come to a total of monthly installments of $150 per month while you're on probation. Will you be able to pay the monthly installments of $150 per month.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, you will also be required to perform 80 hours of community service, attend the DWI education course, and install an interlock device on any vehicle that you own or operate. You will also have to adhere to the other standard terms and conditions of probation. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, Mr. Garcia, do you understand the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
And do you think that the state's offer in your case is fair and just?
Yes, sir.
And do you accept the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Garcia, I'll follow the plea bargain agreement that you have entered into with the state, Mr. Garcia. You can stand on the X where your attorney is standing, and you're gonna follow the directions of our clerk. Mr. Garcia, have a good day.